Good day. I'm Orissa Ramesar, an admitted attorney and assistant administrator at Appleton Fiduciary Services. Today, I'd like to wrap up this three-part series with discussing fixed property or immovable property within a deceased estate and how to prevent some unnecessary delays that may come through when trying to transfer or sell the property. So some of the delays that may come about when dealing with the property transfer or sale of the property may be if the deed of sale, which is also known as an OTP, is incorrectly completed or signed. This can be done by either the purchaser or the seller, and they put in the incorrect details, and therefore it cannot be used by the deeds office in order to transfer the property to a third party. Another thing that could delay the deceased property transfer could be if the deed of sale is not in possession of the family members. This could be due to the property being bonded, so the bond bank would hold the title deed and they would be in possession of it, which means you'd have to do a bond cancellation. Alternatively, the deed of transfer may be lost. If the deed of transfer is lost, this means that the conveyancers, these are the attorneys that deal with property transfers, need to be notified from the onset of their estate so that they can do something which is called a VA application or a Regulation 68(1) application. This is done at the deeds office, and it can delay the estate and the registration of the property because the application needs to lie for inspection for 21 days. It's 21 days to allow anybody that may have objections or if the title deed is found within that 21-day period. Once this 21-day period has lapsed, then the property can be transferred simultaneously with the other documents that would have been prepared. Other delays that I've noticed that could delay the transfer process is if FICA documents have not been correctly signed or completed. FICA documents, this is the Financial Intelligence Compliance Act, documents that need to be completed by both the seller and the purchaser and the beneficiaries if it's a transfer. They all need to submit their IDs. These need to be certified, as well as marriage certificates and all of the necessary documents that need to be completed and submitted to the conveyancers in order to complete their drafting documents and submit same to the deeds office. Usually these take a while to collate, so it's important to make sure that you have all of these necessary documents in a file somewhere so that you can give it to the administrators and they can give same to the conveyancers. Something else to note is that conveyancers have specific documents that need to be drafted that are lodged at the deeds office. These are called transfer documents and can also include bond cancellation documents. These need to be completed correctly and as fully as possible because the conveyancers use this information that you've completed and signed on the transfer documents to draft their documents that are finally registered at the deeds office. We often have encountered clients struggling to complete these documents or knowing exactly what information needs to go where. So please liaise with the administrators if you have any questions, because we are happy to help you with completing the documents, as we've obviously dealt with many in the past. And it's just important that we get these documents with us as soon as possible, and again, courier it to the conveyancers so they can draft their documents, lodge it at the deeds office, and hopefully it comes up for registration as soon as possible. So I hope that these 3 videos have helped you in some way in terms of understanding what possible niggles and naggles may come across during the deceased administration process, and also how to help you prevent these delays coming. They are simple delays that can be avoided. And again, make contact with your administrators if you have any questions. If anything is unclear, we'd rather be informed of it early on so that we can help guide you through the process and make it as seamless as possible. I look forward to talking to you in the future with possible other topics, and keep well.